Yahawah, Allahayanawa, Yahawah, Achad, Brakata Yahawah, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahawah, Brakata Yahawah, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Bahashan, Wakha Kudash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, things, health, and wellness to the house they elect. All right. Let me see if I can adjust something right quick. All right. Turn it back. All right. Peace and blessings. And what I want to go into today, I woke up with this in my spirit. Um, just something else in my spirit, man, pertaining to our growth. Through the spirit. The spirit is on me to be all about the growth and the fortitude and the solidifying of the hopefully elect, man. All right. And shalom to you, brother. Shalom to you, Akim. In the morning. All right. Nothing like a good sunrise. All right. Hey, like the elder I'm sorry. Like the elder Manatazakba said, ain't no such thing as no damn Mother Nature, man. Hey, you better go back to Wisdom of Solomon 13, the first author of beauty. Huh? The first author of beauty, man. All right. Look at this, man. This is medicine right here, man. Medicine for the spirit. All right. Nature keeps you sane. All right. Nature keeps you sane, man. All right. And that's scientifically proven that the brain, the human mind, when it's in nature, it basically it functions better. Just think you're inside of a lot of us work inside of a plant or a box, a cubicle. It's a freaking box. Then you drive in a four-wheel box, or then you live in a house or an apartment that's a freaking box. That's not natural for our minds. So that's part of this prison. A lot of you don't think you're in a freaking prison. All right, this high-tech prison, man. All right, but there's surveillance cameras everywhere. You got to have a passport to leave, but you're not in a prison. Okay, but that's not really what I want to go into. What I want to go into, and if I'm breathing heavy because it's a breeze outside and all that stuff, and how that plays out in our lives, because you don't have to be a deep brother. You don't have to be that profound, insightful, fire and brimstone brother, 50 precept brothers. You don't have to be that brother, but you do have to have integrity. You do have to have integrity, and if there was nothing else that you ever stood for in your life, you're gonna have to stand for this truth. If there was nothing else that you never put before your family, before your woman, before your mother, all right, now you have this truth. You see? And people who are around you, who knew you before you came into this knowledge, they're forced. They're gonna be forced to accept. They're gonna be forced to accept that you have something that comes before them. All right. And if they don't accept it, they're not no longer being your life. Or they might love you from a distance. Hey, cousin, I'm just calling to check on you. Heard from you in a while. Things like that. All right. But if you've never had anything that you put first, this is it. This truth, man. All right. Like I said, Isaiah 46:8. Remember this, and show yourselves men. And that's the epitome of showing yourselves men when you put Yahawah Bashmi Hawashai, your purpose, all right, before your pleasures. Whew, that's a topic in itself. When you put your purpose, which is teaching this word, all right, and doing the will of your father, which is to prophesy the downfall of this country, and he used you to preach the gospel to his people throughout the four corners of the earth, and you, Abba willing, ascend into a chariot, man, until you get saved. All right, Abba willing, that's us, that's you. All right, but part of showing yourselves men is putting the Most High's laws over everything in your life, man. Putting the will of Yahawah Bashma Shai over everything in your life. All right, you have to exercise that. That's what it means to show yourselves men. All right. It, the first law, the first law is I am the Lord, thy power, select. Hashem Yahawah thy power, and thou shalt put no God before me. So if you came into this knowledge, if you have this knowledge and you teach, and you keep the laws of the Most High to the best of your ability, meaning you don't commit adultery, you grow your beard, you don't eat pork, all right? You keep the high holy days, and now you have this job, and this job requires you to shave your beard, all right? Don't you know, if you shave your beard for that fucking job, that you just put another God before Yahawah Bashmal Shai? And don't you know that that was a shit test from the Most High? That was an integrity test. How do I know? Because the Heavenly Father does integrity tests in the scriptures. He tells you in the law, it tells you in the law that if you meet a prophet or a seer, that basically they could prophesy correct things. They could say, your mama gonna wear a purple dress tomorrow. And lo and behold, your mama wear a purple dress. But then that prophet tells you, come let us sacrifice to other gods. All right? Don't you know the Most High set up that prophet or that seer as an integrity test to see if you're gonna be wowed by that prophet? All right, and start worshiping other gods. But the Most High, that's in the law, not the purple dress part, but the prophet prophesizing something that the Most High Himself is using that prophet or that seer to test your integrity. All right, man. That's how I know the Most High put things in your life to test your integrity, man. You've been broke 6 months. Can't keep a stable job for 6 months. You know, then you finally get a job that's paying $20 an hour. But it's one of them chemical jobs where you gotta completely shave your beard, man, or else it's a hazard. And some brothers, they gonna make this shit work, man. You know? Or it's a job where you gotta work second shift 7 days a week. All right? A lot of brothers don't understand that that's your time to leave. Or you write your letters to them, and you say, look, I can't work this day. Or the best thing to do is say what you can and can't do. That's when it comes to high holy days, or at least weeks ahead of time. Say I'm gonna need this day off, But if a job say, look, working 7 days a week, that's your cue. A lot of times you don't see it that way, That's why I entitled this, remember this and show yourselves men. Because we actually have something that comes before money, before women, all right? That's what it means to put the Most High first, which his name is Yahawah, and his son's name is Yahawah Shai, all right? And that's what it means that I should put no other God before me. Fuck Esau's money, man. But you're not saying it just to say, yeah, I'm gonna deny this job and I'm gonna be homeless in faith. No, you just gonna have faith that Yahawah Bashmal Shai is gonna stabilize. He gonna give you something better. But them integrity tests do come, especially on the empty stomach. Right? So, hey, like I said, thou shalt not put any God before me. That's in the law. That's the first law. Another one, remember the Shabbat and keep it holy. And by keeping it holy, one of the major things you don't do is have sex. So if you got a woman, or you dealing with a woman and she wants to have sex, all right, and you know damn well you ain't supposed to have sex on the Sabbath, on the Shabbat, all right, but you get weak, well, guess what? You put another God before you. See, back in the 90s, early 2000s, Eve wasn't pushing no goddess queen vibration. We're in a heavy enchantment right now. So the last thing you want to do as a man of Yahawah Bashmal Shai, who's returned back to the ways of his forefathers, his nationality, is go back to a form of idol worshiping. All right. Now, granted, you might have forgot. Look at how you can forget it's a Sabbath, man. Then you ask the Heavenly Father for forgiveness, man. That's what the blood of Yahawah Shai for. Something that the elder brother Yawatazak talked about 2 weeks ago. I think that was 2 weeks ago. I'm bad with timing right now. Let me try to get this comment the brother put on the comment board because uh the way the screen has it's hard to read. It says I've been working the job. This is GMS Food Convenient for Yahawah. I've been in it in the truth. And Yahawah Shema Shai has that I never have to shave and I get to keep the Shabbat. And call halayim like Yahawah Shema Shai. And I bet you stood your ground. It's because you stood your ground, man. You know? We don't give a fuck about the outcome. All we know is what we can't do. You see, you hear that, brothers and sisters? The job required him to shave his beard, but ever since he been working there, he been able to shave his beard. I mean, his brother has the convenience of keeping the Sabbath. Hey, a lot of us got to work on the Shabbat, man. You know, but that's part of rehearsing the righteous acts and things of that nature, you know? I'm trying to keep this live stream going. I got about 20% on this phone. All right, but I'm really enjoying the spirit right now. All right, go back to this live stream. All right. It says Exodus 20:5, strive for the masteries, one for a horse, nor serve them. Hey, if a woman gives you an ultimatum, it's either her or that little thing you do on Saturdays with those guys. Well, if you choose her and leave off with her and stop teaching, you bow down yourself before her. Or if you stop teaching because your job requires you to teach every week where y'all have camp, and you bow down and stuff, that job is your God, and you bow down before it, man. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahawah, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. All right, don't you know we're in here for idolatry? You know, we in here because we got enchanted by those heathenistic customs. You know, we got enchanted by that bullshit, man. Okay, we here as on punishment, and here you are on punishment. That's like you in jail you in prison for murder. Then you turn around and kill a motherfucker in prison. Like, bro, you in prison for that's what got you in prison. You know. So these are simple things. What I learned in this truth, man, the time I've been in this truth, and I've been in this truth since I became an adult in this world, man. What I learned in this truth, it's not complicated. It's simple. Like you might be a brother that get into deep stuff and you know, you get into deep things and all that. But when it comes down to it, it's the simple things that matter, not the deep things. Yeah, you're supposed to know the prophecies. Yeah, you're supposed to know the history. Yeah, you're supposed to know the precepts of how to navigate. But the important, you know? Hey, how you doing now? The important thing is your integrity. You know? It's your integrity. You know what I mean? It ain't. And then when you realize that, like, damn, I'm in this area. Like, damn, I feel like I got tested by the Most High and I failed. Then you're ashamed of yourself, like, all that deep stuff I was talking, that's nothing. All the history I was going into, that's nothing. If I'm bowed down before some cunt, man, for some, man. And we don't hate women, but there's a place. There's a place. You could light 100 candles by your bedroom, man. Friday night, you know, have a Vont playing in the background. We're not here to micromanage your situation, because the scripture says, King Solomon said in the scriptures and Proverbs, one thing he did not understand is the way between a man and his mate. Well, you might have chocolates all on the bed, candles lit everywhere. Like I said, a Vont playing in the background. R. Kelly Chocolate Factory. But that Saturday, you better be at camp, boy. All right? That Saturday, you better be at camp, man. You see? And of course, I'm just, you know, being illustrative and a bit facetious. But it's true, man. Y'all could be spoon feeding each other ice cream or some shit. But you better be at camp Saturday, man. Or whatever your camp has it, man. You got pussy ass niggas, man. You ain't pizza. I'm not talking about that because you don't. That's not a priority, you know. Like just doing it all the time, like a bro frat. That's not really a priority. But you got major events, and a brother can't go to it. You know, because he's trying to get with some woman that's most likely not even loyal to him, man. We're trying to make things work, man. How can a woman, see, when you're in this truth, you automatically a fucking alpha male. If you're in this truth, you know what makes you an alpha male? Because you have something that you put before a woman. See, this truth automatically put a woman in a subservient position. It automatically puts her second, is what I'm saying. A woman can never be number one in a real man of the Lord's life, man. You know? Even sisters or, you know, women on here, right? They be looking for them guys to really be in this thing, man. Like, let's say you got women looking for, okay, I know I'm an Israelite. I know I'm supposed to have an Israelite man. I know he's an Israelite. They don't be looking for them guys that he know he an Israelite, but he really into it like that. You know? Now they be looking for them guys, them guys that really be going hard, man. Like, oh nah, he really in it. They be looking for that, man. They don't want to be a halfway guy. You know? Ironically, the guys that go hard, they don't give a fuck when it comes to the truth. They ain't pee-whipped over a woman. You know? No woman wants a halfway man. Like, no woman wants to indecide he really ain't. Nah. You know? And some of us gotta find out the hard way. No matter what a woman telling you, she respect that man to go hard for something, man. You know? That automatically makes you the leader. If your woman tell you it's either me or them, then you're not the leader, no way. You know? If your woman tell you, hey, you know, either the family or what you do, hey man, that's your cue. Now that in itself can be an integrity test from the Yahawah smile side, and he'll make the woman get back in her right spirit, or you know, she don't take the lumens, or you might take that L. But brothers, we didn't wake up to this knowledge to start no Israelite family. Now, granted, you have a woman, y'all not practicing celibacy, so y'all might have little ones, but you didn't come to this knowledge to purposely start a fucking Israelite family, man. All right, so you have to count it all. That's part of the sacrifice, man. Let me get these. Come on, man. Let me get these scriptures, man. Hey, man. Oh man, scripture, man. Let's strive for the masteries 144. All right. 1 Corinthians 7:35. And this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that ye may attend upon Yahawah by small side without distraction. So sometimes you can have so much going on in your life that the Most High could take that from you because that was a distraction. You might have sent the woman your way, but he might have saw like, okay, he not in that right spirit. You know, he not being productive. You know, she kind of got his mind, so he'll take her. Or you might have a family, man, but them demons working with their woman so well, and you know what I mean? Hey, that's the Israelite man weakness. But that's why we here to show ourselves men. I don't care if you're a fraud man in your household or a gentleman in your household. You gotta stand for this truth, man. Like I said, you could be like, hey baby, I got, man, I hate this, man. I got 10% on my phone. Hey baby, I just thought I'd buy you some flowers. I thought I'd buy you some chocolates, man. There's nothing wrong with that. But you better go out, you better do a lesson that day. You know, and if something happened, you didn't do a lesson that day, and I'm willing you could double up the next day, because that happens. You know? You better be at camp that Saturday. You know? You know? What you do behind closed doors is none of our business, man. But you better stand for Yahawah smile side. All right? You will never please a woman fully. Especially a modern woman with these little superficial expectations, man. All right? We're not here to please a woman. We're here to please Yahawah. We're here to ask for, we Yahawah's woman. We're here to beg and cry in sackcloth, which is a form of humiliation, with no makeup on spiritually. We took off all our harlot attire. We just wearing sackcloth with the hair natural. You know what I mean? Like, look, I'm sorry. We're not here to please a pedestalized woman. Like I said, look, man, we not some. Well, I say I'm not some gung ho Israelite. Walk in the house, woman, sit. So I'm not acting like I'm not. But I put this truth first. You see, and some brothers are more But business, man. Who gives a fuck? Point, are you gonna work from outside? And is that first? Because you have to, hey, Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of Yahawah from outside and his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you. Most of these things that you chasing in life, whatever it is, the Most High wants you to be still, put him first, because he's gonna give it to you, man. But hey, like a brother said at camp Friday, the Most High wants you to overcome that lust for whatever it is. So when he does give it to you, it doesn't overcome you. All right. If you're a young man with a libido, which is natural, all your energy is going into your libido and attracting females, and you just always on the internet. You always chasing females, and it's just they gonna always resist you, brother. You gonna have to squeeze so much out of yourself to get that little juice, man. And it's gonna stunt your growth. It's gonna stunt your growth, man. It's gonna stunt your growth, man, because you never came to a woman in a leadership spirit. You never came to a woman. That's why, like the apostles, they even say in the world, it's the women who like you, man, because now that puts you back in that position of power, basically, man. You have to be the number one, or Yahawah has to be number one. Your purpose has to be number one. She's number two. And if she don't like that, and y'all can't make it work, then she could, hey, respectfully go her way, man. And it might hurt, because that was your boo. Let's stop acting all super like fuck these hoes. But that was your woman, man. That was your rib. Y'all was cool. But you know, she's in the world. You know, so she might, the spirits might be working with her. The slick test your integrity. All right, y'all had a good run. But you going this way, I'm going that way, and it's not working. Or in the times to come, we have to make that decision, you see? But you already know in the back of your mind, I didn't wake up to this knowledge to be booed up to the kingdom, man. I wake up to the knowledge to go back home. All right? Let me see. Proverbs 16:7, when a man's ways please Yahawah, he make it even his enemies be at peace with him. You have to understand why this was like the first law that was written. Thou should not put another. The Most High, what did the Most High tell King David? I would have gave you all those things, the women, all that. It is that you broke the laws, man. When Jake go off impost, and I learned this as a man, like in my own life, you know, you got to trying to handle stuff, man. Unless you gotta be still, do the works, recite the scripture in your mind, and those things are falling into place, man. You see? It's okay to be still sometimes. And the thing about that woman thing, hell the time a woman approach you when you're not even looking for fucking women, man. Hell the time a woman like you is when you're not even, you know? But the moment you finna change your whole dynamic of your life based on what she got going on. We all, you know what I mean? Brothers waiting on you to come outside, or, you know what I mean? You arguing, talking to the woman like a whole hour. Brothers waiting on you, or it take you an hour to get ready to leave the house because you're trying to have a perfect look to attract women. Hey, man, that's a weak spirit, bro. You got to get out of that, man. You know? Part of that is rooted in unbelief, because we grew up in nigger culture where if you had off-brand clothes, you was a lame. You know, we grew up in nigger culture. If you weren't one of the top guys in school, then you was virtually invisible. But we don't judge ourselves based on nigger culture standards no more, man. I have no hairline. I have a complete and don't get me wrong, I be getting low haircuts. You know, I'm not bald, but I do get low haircuts. But I go days where it's obvious I got that George Jefferson thing going on, and I don't give a fuck, man. You know, you supposed to keep yourself looking decent, looking presentable. And I'm not finna I'm finna go full George Jefferson, and I don't care. But I'm not finna I'm not finna get some synthetic hair on top of my head, man. All right? I'm not finna go actually line my hair up, man. All right? Because I already know if that's a deal breaker for that woman, then it is what it is. You know? You didn't talk to women, so-called dated, and they be like, I wonder how you look without a beard. I was like, I don't wonder how I look without a beard. You know, you know, we men. A lot of men, if men stopped being so cute and shiny headed, a lot of men wouldn't have no hair on top of their head. They kept it real with themselves. It's something called masculine and feminine. But I get it though. It's spirits, man. A spirit can have you thinking you ugly without a hairline. And I'll tell you this, most women don't care about that shit, man. You have a small percentage that do, but guess what? If you had a full head of hair, it'd be something else about you that a certain woman wouldn't like. Like, damn, I thought he'd be a little taller than that. That happens. Or damn, I thought I prefer light skinned guys. That's just women, man. But that can't determine how you move, man. I like a guy with dreadlocks. Oh shit. See, you know what I mean? Teach his own, Keisha. Like, what do you know? This life. No, nobody gonna have 100% of nothing. And I'm saying to say, you can't succumb to this demon, this self-doubt, I'm not worthy demon, that I gotta alter myself, man. The most I hate that shit, man. The most I hate that shit, man. The stream stops because the phone died, brother. Leviticus 19:27. You should not round the corners of your heads, nor should thou mar that perfect hairline, that perfect hairline, Philadelphia, them guys in Philly begin, man. I was thinking of that boxer. I can't think of his name from Cincinnati. But it's a big beard, but it's like it's lined up perfectly, man. Nah, man. Show me a lion with a perfect line around his mane. That's what your beard is, King. It's your mane. You know? But the vibration of Eve is so powerful in the urban community, man. In the urban, like her vibration is so powerful that Jake do a lot of crazy shit. All that crazy shit Jake doing is because Eve is the queen of the dam. The dam is the so-called black community, black Hispanic communities. All right? But she's the queen of that shit. You know? She's the queen of that shit, man. So you got something called masculine and feminine. It's something called masculine and feminine energy. But when a brother is overly into his looks, he's not in his masculine. See, the word